All right, all right, all right. Welcome. We are in overtime. Overtime. So we're going to spend time going through questions. I just finished watching Uptime Community Church. I think they're still on right now. So if you want to check them out, I think they're wrapping up pretty soon. I didn't want to interrupt the mojo too much, but I know we've talked about it on Uptime to have something like this where you can just continue. I know John Foytier has to go to sleep. He's got to work early in the morning. There's a time change over there. I think they're like 2-3 hours ahead of us. So it's like midnight there. So John gets pretty tired. And I know on the East Coast, they get pretty tired. But here in the West, we're just waking up. It's actually 8:30 my time. But if you have some Black Swan coffee, cheers. We're going to have a fun night tonight. Yeah, no worries, Stella. Appreciate it. This is just something new we're trying after Uptime Community Church, just to kind of continue to flow. We're talking about end times. We're talking a little bit about Israel on the brink. Rapture, is it imminent? And this is Black Swan overtime. So feel free. We're going to spend time on questions. We're going to try to make this a little bit more interactive because, you know me, I can go into monologues, and I don't want to do that tonight. I want to be able to interact with you guys. And I'm just waiting for some of the people are starting to come over. But I thought I watched a little bit of the closing Olympics, and I actually recorded it on my phone because I was worried that what I was seeing, they were going to take it down. I was worried that they're going to hide it from us. And I think they're doing a pretty good job, but I don't know if you guys can see this. I should have uploaded this. Yeah, give me 1 second. I'm going to see if I can upload this so we can take a look at it. It's from my phone. But I think it'll still work. Just give me 1 second, because basically, if you can't help but see Lucifer himself being portrayed at the closing ceremonies over a heap of dead bodies, dead corpses, skin. Think about that for a second. Skin. Telling you, man. It's not good. It's not a good look. All right, let's see if I could find it. If you guys watched it, give me a thumbs up. Not that you're excited about watching it, but just let me know if you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I thought the same thing, Scott. I thought they were going to tone it down, but instead they're like, hey, we just blasphemed the Last Supper. Jesus' commitment to us as Christians. Do this in remembrance of me. And they slapped every Christian on the face of the planet. Slapped us. Spit on us. Spit on our religion. Spit on our faith, our institutions, our churches, everything we stand for. They mocked us openly. And there's going to be a day coming. May not be tonight. May not be tomorrow. May not even be a year from now. We don't know. But vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. So don't think he's not keeping track of everything that people do. Even us, everything that we say. Difference is we don't get judged at the great white throne judgment. That's not for us. So this is important. This is important. Yeah, this is probably the most, think about this here. Let's start putting all this stuff together. Israel's on the eve of possibly being overwhelmed. And I've talked about this in other videos, about the Samson option. If you're not familiar with the Samson option, It's basically Israel has the capacity to push a button if they get overwhelmed and destroy the entire Middle East. They have enough nukes. See, we don't know how many nukes Israel has, but we do know that they do not want to get captured and dispersed again. We know that. The Prime Minister has said it over and over again. We will not surrender. We will not be attacked. We will not be overwhelmed. We will not be captured. We're not going back. So if you have that in play, and again, it's called the Samson option. I'm not talking about destroying Israel. I'm talking about the whole Middle East going up in smoke. It'll make Hiroshima, Nagasaki, all these places that got hit in 1942, that'll look like a candlestick compared to what's coming if Israel pushes the Samson button. And the Samson option comes right out of the book of Judges. Samson was caught between a rock and a hard place. That's probably where that saying came from. He was blind. You could put a parallel to what Israel is right now. They are blind. Israel is blind today. There's a blindness that's over top of them. Samson was blind. He had both his eyes gouged out by someone that he was in love with, but that betrayed him for silver. I think it was like 1,300 pieces of silver, 1,500 pieces of silver. So this lad, I sometimes wonder if that was the Holy Spirit or an angel or someone guiding Samson, because it's just weird that Samson would say, put my hands so that I could feel these pillars. Let me rest. And the child knew exactly where to put Samson's hands, or at least knew where to guide him at the exact place that Samson needed to be to destroy more people when he, in his death, than he was alive. That's the Samson option. It's on the table in Israel right now today. It's on the table. Nobody knows how many nukes they have. Again, you don't want to push Israel around. They're not going back. They would rather put people back to the Stone Age than go back. And I'm not being against Israel for whatever. Obviously, we pray for them, right? But I'm just telling you, their mindset right now is they're not going back to being captured. They're not going to be anybody's toy. And you have to understand that they have the ability to be able to do that. So yeah, and you think about pillars made of stone, I'm guessing. 2 pillars. Israel has 2 mighty weapons, the Iron Dome and David's sling. The Iron Dome is designed to go a little bit further out, and then you have David's sling. I think 360 degrees is the idea behind David's sling. You basically shoot a rocket up in the air, and it can go, I don't want to spill my water, it can go this way in the air, it can go this way, or it can go this way or this way. That's David's sling. The Iron Dome is designed to take out all these rockets, and really I think David's sling is designed a little bit more for drones as well and that kind of stuff. Closer proximity, my understanding. And then the Iron Dome is for these missiles, and basically you don't have to hit the missiles. David's sling is more accurate. It actually can hit something. Whereas the Iron Dome just has to get close. Just play the video game a few times, Missile Command, just to get an idea. You basically just get close. Say this is a rocket going across. You get here, and then you detonate, and it reaches it. Boom, it's done. So you don't have to hit it bang on. That's why it looks like flashing lights and stuff. It's literally the game of Missile Command, literally. Because if you ever play Missile Command, the bombs, when they explode, they go out, and then they hit the rockets coming in. Like there's missiles coming in from who knows where, satellites, who knows, but they're talking about this is imminent. This is going to happen. This is why I'm making a video tonight, because you can't take this stuff for granted. Our world can change tomorrow morning when you wake up, and you'll hear it on Black Swan Revelations that we are in overtime. This is what you call sudden death, meaning there's only a few things that have to happen for us to be at World War III, really. And we had a former president almost be assassinated. You don't think that would have caused civil war in the U.S.? You don't think all these other nations that are ready to attack Israel wouldn't have attacked then? The fall is going to be crazy. I'm telling you. Last year, we all had this same feeling. Last year, that something weird. I made a video. Go back and watch a video. I said something about war. And then like a week later or something, Israel was bombarded. And Watchman River for 3 weeks on his channel, Tom Cody, good old faithful, by the river every single day, was continually saying, reading from, what are the news networks out there? Hebrew Now, Hebrew News, all these people in Israel. Like Tom reads all these articles. He spends the day reading them. And then he posts his video every single day by the river because God told him to preach by the river. So that's what he does. So for 3 weeks leading up to October 7th, go watch his channel. Sometimes it's hard to figure out what his content is going to be about. If you just look at his thumbnails, you're going to be like, oh, well, is it now? Is it near? Is it close? Are we there? Are we not there? Are we there any day, any day, any day? It's hard to tell on the thumbnails what he is talking about other than Israel's being surrounded. We're going to be raptured, that kind of thing. But if you go back, and I'm telling you, go back to his channel and just skim through his videos about 3 weeks leading up to October 7th. I know because I was watching and this was basically, I think I had probably found out about his channel maybe a month before that, maybe. So I was watching his channel and stuff every single day. And he was saying, folks, they are pointing missiles at Israel every single day. He would say it. They're pointing. They have thousands of rockets. They're there. They're coming. They're there. They're there. They're there. They're there. And then October 7th, nobody was aware that there was an imminent attack. And all that night, rockets and everything and just craziness. Hostages being captured and no police to be found anywhere. Like, how do you have news outlets all over the Middle East saying Israel should prepare for war for at least 3 weeks leading up to it? Go check out my channel. I talked about it probably a week before war in Israel. And I was saying, it feels like we are on the verge of a war. I don't know, but I feel it. And I went out into a field and I was just looking at the wheat and I was looking at how they were bent over, almost like in submission or whatever, like the wheat. Because you see, when the wheat gets full, it's ready to be harvested. And when you think about the parable of the wheat and tares, people get it wrong just about every time. They say, well, the evil people get taken up, and they're the ones that get taken up, not the Christians. No, they get raptured. The evil people get raptured, and all the good people stay. Really? Did you not read what Jesus said about the weeds, about the wheat and the tares? The parable goes something like this. An owner had some land, and his servants came to him and said, Master, in the middle of the night, they planted weeds, basically. And they came to the master and said, look what's going on here. They're mixed with the wheat. Should we pluck them up? Should we pull the weeds? If you don't understand what wheat is good. Weed, evil. Evil. Brother, how you doing?
Well, who is that? Oh my goodness. This is another show. I thought I was clicking on where I come from. Wait a minute. What's this?
Hey, I'm right in the middle of my monologue. But this is good. This is good.
You probably needed, he probably needed interrupting. Comment if you agree with Gary.
I think so. Yeah, just give a thumbs up if you agree. Stop the monologue. Welcome, brother. It's good to see you.
I didn't mean to interrupt you. And no,
talking about the wheat and the tares. So yeah, so Watchdog, are you coming on? Join us, Watchdog. We're having fun here.
Our pastor, he was talking about the wheat, the wheat and the tares and everything, yes. And talking about a time of needing to bring up the sword and another time in life where you bring up the sickle. And if you're holding the sickle, you can't hold the sword at the same time. It's like there is a time for everything, and this is definitely a time of harvest. And, just let those things grow together and you can sort it out later,
Hey, John wants to join us. Come on, everyone. In the comments. Johnny.
John says he needs a link. Did you not send him a link?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. But you know what? Maybe I didn't because I thought maybe it would be past his bedtime. But let me send it. Let me send it real quick. You talk to everyone there, Gary. You tell us a little bit about what was your experience on Uptime tonight? What did you guys talk about? I watched most of it, but just fill us in.
The things people don't know behind the scenes. I get an email probably around 6:30. Hey, you want to pop on tonight? I'm like, sure. This is from Greg.
Yeah.
And then a few seconds after that, now that he's got a warm body, he's like, wait a minute, do you want to host tonight? And
nice.
I think he said the word open it up or whatever. And I'm like, send me your script. Well, he didn't send me the script right away. And then I started writing my own, and he sent his original. And I'm like, well, mine had better jokes in it. So I stuck with what I had. But, but anyway, wild things. But anyway, it's never a dull moment. Never a dull moment. And there's always a pretty good panel of people on there. And
yeah, you did an amazing job, Gary. I just wanted you to know that from the audience.
I thought you were going to say from the if the Swan says it.
If the Swan says it.
No,
Pablina said it. Gary, look, this is proof right here. You did an amazing job. And her dog agrees too.
I paid that woman, and I have to send her a cup or something in the mail. I forget whatever she was offered, but I appreciate you remembering to say that.
One thing you didn't know, Gary, is we're going to do this in French tonight. So I didn't know if you knew that, but
well, all I know is how to wee.
Welcome.
Good evening, English people.
Hey, I didn't know we're bringing the whole crew. We're bringing the whole crew. Where's Bob?
Quite possibly. We'll see. I did send a link to Bob, but sometimes, again, in the East Coast, these guys have to sleep. But for us in the West,
well,
we're just our evenings is going. I know, John. I appreciate it. You don't have to stay on for the next 4 hours.
You live in the land of the prairie dogs.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. So we were just
Here
talking
it's
about the
more
wheat. We're just talking about the wheat and tares, brother John. And can you bring up the scripture verse where that? I think it's in Matthew. I think the wheat and tares, the parable. Can you do that on your end, or do I have to give you permission,
I do have
John?
an early appointment tomorrow morning, but so
If you feel like it, and then you could feel free to go after that. Just one little share with us. Just one little insight, brother. What? I saw a black swan throw pillow on Sister Amy's couch. What? My sister? My sister? Or Amy, my other sister?
Uptime. Did she have one in the background?
Oh, I'm going to have to go back and watch that because, there's...
It's
what?
Like we have to spot the knot.
Yeah, exactly. Bonuses. Wow, I got to go check it out now. I missed that. Yeah, I get mixed up. I got like 4 sisters, like physical sisters. And then also Amy Moosefold is my sister. I don't know if you guys knew that as well. I adopted her somehow. How can you adopt your sister? I don't know how that works. Anyways, she's part of the family.
Yeah.
So all right. So the parable of the wheat and the tares, where
13.
Yeah, the servants. Do you want me to bring it up? Is that easier?
Yes, Matthew 13, 24, 25.
Okay.
And 26, 27, of course. No.
Okay. Matthew 13. See, this is why we bring the big dogs in.
Rough.
Oh. Okay. Matthew 13.
I changed my name too. Have you seen on the screen?
Yeah, I saw that. Grrr. Okay, what verse?
Well, it begins in 24, but
24,
I think you can go all the way down to another parable. But then say, okay, 30. Sorry, I
30. Okay. Okay. Yes, this is it. This is it. This is gold. This is gold. Okay. We'll do this real quick because I know John has to go. So let's do this real quick. I'm going to read it real quick, and then I want your guys' insights here, real quick. Let me just bring it up here. Boom, 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 boom. Come on.
Matthew 13, 24 to Matthew 13, 30.
Yeah, I got it.
Are you going to put it on the screen?
Yeah, I'll put it up here, brother. Okay, so 24. So another parable put he forth. Can you see this all right?
Yes, okay. It's all good,
the kingdom of heaven is likened unto a man which sowed good seed in his field. But while the man slept, his enemy came and sowed tares among the wheat and went his way. But when the blade was sprung up and brought forth fruit, then appeared the tares also. So the servants of the householder came and said unto him, Sir, didst thou not sow good seed in thy field? From whence hath it tares? He said unto them, An enemy has done this. The servants said unto him, Wilt thou then that we go and gather them up? See, here Jesus is giving us a hint that the wicked is not going to be destroyed with the righteous and vice versa. Right here, here's our hint. Because the servants are saying, You're going to do this both together? He said, Nay, lest while you gather up the tares, you root them up, you're going to destroy the wheat with them. Can't do that. Let both grow together until the harvest, which you can argue is today, are very close to that. We are there. And in the time of harvest, I will say to reapers, gather first the tares. They say, see, you're plucking them. No, gather them first, bundle them, bind them to burn them. But gather the wheat into my barn. Where do you think the barn is, ladies and gentlemen? That's heaven. Heaven. Gather them. And then come back. I believe they're going to get toast afterwards. This is what you do on a farm. My wife's parents own a farm. You do this stuff. You tie up the weeds. You put them to the side. You move on. More weeds. Tie them up. Throw them aside. Tie them up. Throw them aside. And then you take the swather and the combine and everything. And you just gather all the wheat. And then you come back. Torch the place. Torch it. You don't torch the barn because that's your food. That's where you bring the wheat to the barn, separate from the field. Then you come back, torch the place. What are you guys' thoughts?
Well, you did have a big. You did have a big. If you want to bring up verse 25,
Okay.
you
Boom.
skip over a big thing here.
Okay. Let's go. Verse 25. But while the men slept, his enemy came. Can you see that?
You
Pop
read
up?
too fast.
Okay. Let me make this bigger too. Okay.
25.
Verse 25. Okay. Right there. Go ahead. Read it. Or you
But
want me to read?
while the men slept, comma,
Yeah.
his enemy came. That's another verse. Okay. Watch ye
Yep.
therefore and pray always. Luke 21:36. That's a big thing that people skip over. Yes, yes, it does tell us, the tear and the weight. Yes. But why this happened? Because he was not watching. Okay. Or a system of protection, a
Like the
gate.
Lord wasn't watching, and the men weren't watching.
The man was not watching. That's why he had thief or enemy
Okay.
that came in. That's a big thing there. That's a 25 is of course a big what I would say a prophecy in a prophecy, if I may say. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and so let me see here. Um, how would I put it there? Okay. When you physically fall asleep and spiritually, it's two things which are the same.
Yep.
Of course, we need
Yep.
sleep, but
Mhm.
the thing is there that if he would have been watching, he would have seen the enemy. He would have probably, if he had a spear or a sword or AK-47, whatever, right? He
Mhm.
could have he could have make sure that nothing happened. But all right, that's the enemy. That's a big teaching on if we're not watching, if we're not praying, okay, Luke
Mhm.
21:36, and there's plenty of them, okay? And
Mhm.
also Mark 13:35, watch ye therefore.
Yep.
So this is very special in the sense that, yes, we do the Lord, it's a prophecy in a prophecy. The Lord will gather everything like the goats and the sheep and all this.
Mhm.
Yes, this is what it means. This
Yep.
parable is meant to be for the Jews. That is correct. That's their dispensation. But now that we are grafted into this, we can also use the double sense of it. And that's why 25 is very important. It's kind of a warning to me. But while the man slept, his enemy came. There's a comma there. There's a period. So he slept. There's a period there. And then when he woke up, oops, the enemy had come. Okay. It's like having the bad feeling of you have an appointment at 8 o'clock and you wake up at 10 to 8. You feel bad inside and everything. So I can only imagine the way it's gonna be. Um, like I said tonight, if you wake up dead in hell, you gotta pray. You gotta make sure that you're saved, and you gotta make sure this because when come the real parable that you're talking about, that the
Mhm.
master will come and separate everything.
Mhm.
Yeah, you want to be with the wheat, not the tares.
Yeah. No, it's good. It's good. That's good. Very good. I appreciate you outlining that. Thank you, John,
Yeah, thank you.
for that.
Yes.
We. Thank you.
You,
Yeah.
you know
So,
that there's a lot of people from Montreal and Quebec are watching francophones. I got lots of emails and people
whoa.
in the chat. Yeah,
Oh, awesome. Awesome.
yeah. We should try a bilingual one short show
Yeah.
and
100%. I'm
we
totally
could
open for that.
advertise
I'll
it
I'll I'll say something.
and I
I'll
just
I'll
repeat. Yeah, I just translate. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Let's just practice just for 1 second. Hello, everyone. My name is Shane the Black Swan.
Bonsoir et bonjour tout le monde, femmes et enfants et messieurs. Mon nom est Sean et je suis sur le canal du Black Swan.
Wow,
rough.
that was twice as long as me.
I know I put stuff there. Black
Okay,
Swan.
one more.
He added some
Tonight-
adjectives you probably
to-
don't want to know
yeah.
about.
Yeah. Okay, tonight we're gonna talk about.
the
We're gonna talk
long-winded, the
about.
marathon.
Shh. We're gonna talk about the hub. Why it's important
There is no
to have
translation for the hub.
what
In French, I cannot put it in French.
you have. Okay, what are the three
So
things
ce
you
soir,
have to hear the gospel?
yes,
Go ahead.
ce soir, nous allons parler du hub. Nous devons entendre l'Évangile, nous devons comprendre l'Évangile et nous devons croire en l'Évangile.
I actually understood that. You said hear, understand, and then what was the other one?
Croire, believe.
Croire. Believe. That's it. See, I understand French fluently.
Now the chat will go mad now.
yeah, exactly. Go crazy. We bring the French, and then Gary's
might
gonna
even
do it in
be-
Spanish.
I thought you were going to say I was going to do it in redneck.
I'm going to be kicked out by your moderators.
Oh yeah, that's funny. Yeah, what's he doing? He's swearing.
No, I
All
would
right.
never. But I
No.
do have the French Osterval 1727 Bible, which is a copycat.
Wow.
So it's the same thing. You would bring verses. I would read them in French. It would be the same. It's again
Wow.
Timothy 2:15 in English.
Mm.
Study in French is
Mm.
estudia in Spanish. We can do trilingual too if he wants to.
That'd be awesome. We need
English,
Robert
English,
Breaker on
English.
here.
Yeah,
Come on.
That'd be cool.
yeah.
I could speak a little bit of Swahili, I think,
Mm.
but I'm not sure. I'm a
So
little
I
rough.
physically do speak in tongues because
Nice.
tongues in the Bible are written language. So I speak
Yes.
French,
Yeah, I
English,
get it. I get
and
it.
a bit of Spanish, enough
Yeah.
to not get handcuffed.
Okay, got you. That's good to know. Good to know.
Because
You
I
know
was
just
crossing the
enough.
border in Mexico with the truck for green and red peppers, and of course you chit chat with the guys in there. I used to bring them maple syrup, so
Mhm.
kind of make friends there. And I did learn a few words and good words, of course. I told them as a Christian I didn't want to.
Right.
So Jesus Cristo el camino. That means Jesus Christ is the way,
Ah,
the only way.
that's good. Love
In
it.
Spanish.
I thought you said you ran out of gas in your El Camino. So see, I couldn't be a
That's what
translator.
El
That
Camino
was-
is le chemin.
That's
Wait.
funny. El Camino. That's funny. It's funny. No, this is cool. This is cool.
I better get off
You
here. I
are
get
in the
sillier. I get sillier when it gets later. So I mean,
Yeah,
That's
but
right.
in the chat you do mission for Christ, and they seems to speak French.
Oh, nice.
That's
What's he
John
saying?
3:16.
Let
That's
me
John
read it. Let me
3:16.
read it. Let me read it to you.
Mhm.
Car
Oh,
Dieu
no.
a tant aimé le monde qu'il est dans son fils unique.
Fils.
Fils unique.
Yes, you don't pronounce the
F-I.
L. You just pronounce the S. Fils unique.
Qui? Quoi?
Unique.
Unique. Quoi? En lui ne possède point. Moi, que elle, la vie éternelle.
Well, okay.
I tried.
That's a good try. That's a good try. But in French, it's car Dieu a tant aimé le monde qu'il a donné son Fils unique, comma, afin que quiconque croit en lui ne périsse point, mais ait la vie éternelle. Jean 3:16. John
That's
3:16.
exactly what I said,
Yes.
isn't it?
Yes.
No, this is awesome, man.
Yeah.
Hmm.
See,
We're
the thing
learning
is,
something.
the reason I do things in English and I help people in French sometime, it's because, fortunately, Ecclesiastes 8:4, where there's a word of a king, there is power.
Mhm.
That was the prophecy for the English Bible, King James. And I came to the Lord in 86. I learned to speak English probably 85. And when I came again, that's why I fell in love with the old KJV 1611 as the language. And I don't believe that I learned that. Yeah, I don't believe that I learned to speak English just for the fun of it. Yes. Is that the
I-
King James or the old one? The
yes, sir.
16?
No,
No.
it's an old. I thought it was a Cambridge one,
Mm.
like the print and everything.
Mhm.
This
An
one
Oxford?
is American Bible Society, but it's King James.
It is.
Set
It's
forth
probably
in
a
1611 and commonly known King James
yeah.
version. I'm just
That's
trying.
an Oxford. It's translated from the Oxford, which is good.
Yeah,
I mean, there is no basic. The Cambridge is the original printing.
yeah, and the print is gorgeous. I
Mm.
actually was with a friend. I should call him an ex-friend because we were in a bookstore and he was showing me where all these Bibles were, and he's like, in this drawer it's gold because they're free. People bring these Bibles. And he opens up the drawer to show me, and he's like, Exhibit A, look at this. This is a Cambridge. Hangs on to it. Then another guy comes up, he's like, are you gonna have that? Or $300 or $400 on the internet, just like that. And people were giving them away for free. These are gold. The
Yeah.
print
Yeah.
is beautiful. So easy. It's tiny,
Mhm.
but it's actually easier to read than my 11.5 font,
Yeah.
digital font type. It's
Yeah.
very
My
hard to
reading
read.
Bible is, of course, a Cambridge, but
Mm,
it's also text only. No, nothing else.
yeah,
And it's in leather. I do have the full yap and everything, and the thumb
sweet.
index. So that's my. I don't write in that one
No,
because the
no.
problem with my study Bible, my Thompson that everybody have seen.
Yeah, I've seen
Um,
that one. That's
yeah,
littered in ink.
yeah, you cannot read that Bible. If you
No,
start reading, you're gonna get stuck on a note, and then you start digging,
yeah, yeah.
and you realize 4 hours later that you were supposed to read Matthew 24, and you're still
Yeah,
at Matthew 24:1.
yeah. I hear you. Yeah, like there are some Bibles I have. I don't touch them with a marker or highlighter, nothing. And then there's one Bible that I have that I go crazy. Pink, yellow, green, whatever. Green
Yeah.
I wouldn't recommend because it disappears. It makes the letters disappear. But anyways,
It depends of the printing. What I
um,
usually suggest to the people when you buy a new Bible,
there he is.
go at the
Yeah,
end.
y'all
Yes.
are talking shop about Bibles and talking French. Everyone on here is talking about Gary and Chris need to get together. I love their Southern accents. And then someone says, Gary is in Georgia. Actually, I'm in Kentucky. You can't get any more redneck than Kentucky. I'm not on Eastern
Kentucky,
Kentucky.
man.
I mean, they got a lot of inbred people in East Kentucky. I mean,
Whoa,
they got
whoa,
blue
hang on.
people. Their cousins and their sisters knew each
Whoa,
other too
hang
well.
on here.
Oh,
We can
is
get
that what they call cornbread?
But anyway,
my goodness. We went into overtime here.
I'm West Kentucky. I'm in the good part.
Blue
Oh, my
Kentucky
goodness.
rain.
See, this is the problem of going into overtime. Everybody's tired.
Oh, I
Everybody's
am.
exhausted, and then you never know what you're going to get on this channel. You just
No.
never know.
yeah.
This is why you come here, because you never know. The watchdog grr could say something, or Gary could say something crazy and get me kicked off this channel.
Someone on here said they could speak pig Latin.
Yeah, I saw that.
Anyway,
Ise, Pise, pigs Latin say.
Hey, Marie Smith wants her mug, Shane. She's saying it
I
on
see
here.
that. I see that.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I'm gonna have to send. I got to make a contest or something. That's the only way I
Yeah.
can do it. It's very expensive to send mugs away, apparently, and then they break.
Hmm.
We sent one. My sister actually sent. They sent my
Now,
sister Amy sent all the mugs out.
Yeah, if you drop ship through through your store,
Yes,
it
yes,
should be cheaper on shipping and it'd be
yeah, yeah. So go to my store. Type in what's it called? Heat Wave 20. And you
That's
can
still
actually,
going on?
without the E, yeah, I believe so, till September, you knock off 20%. Look
Yeah.
at that gorgeous mug. And the cup, and the cup. I meant your beard and the cup. That's awesome. Where's yours, Gary?
It's over there. I got like a cup graveyard.
You come on Black Swan and you don't have a
Already in the
mug.
graveyard?
Hey,
Gary?
Wow.
you were an afterthought of an afterthought. So hey, but I did wash it today. It is over there, right next to mine. And then I was drinking out of my not so random silver one. Then I got my
That's nice.
my head. I'm
Wow,
wearing
you're
headphones, so
just like a walking billboard.
Oh, whatever. I look like I've been in a flea market with all these church ministry stuff.
I
But
see
anyway.
just all over the place.
Now I got some Jim Baker mugs in there. I have 3 of those.
Have you sent the watchdog a mug or
Keep
something there, Gary? Have you
Did
sent
I
the watchdog a mug
s-
or a hat or
he needs to
something?
send me his address.
There you go.
I'll send you something to Canada.
All the way to
That's too
Canada.
costly.
Newfoundland. Or where are you
Yep.
at?
Newfoundland.
Newfoundland. Yeah.
Yeah.
With the motto of the Bible.
I have to send Bob.
Matthew 6:33.
I have to
Seek ye
send
first the
Bob
kingdom
one.
of God.
This is important. I have to send Bob another one because it broke.
Yeah.
He said it broke. Allegedly, it broke. I think he smashed it on the floor. on
Well,
purpose.
y'all kind of, the ones from our companies that we use for our store, they come sealed, signed, delivered, wrapped good,
That's a secret. I don't know if my sister wrapped it in bubble wrap or anything.
Oh,
I think
mine
she
was
just put it in a
well-
box.
Mine was well wrapped in double paper with the
Oh.
bubbles in the box plus the envelope.
Wow, she went
Yeah.
overboard. That was nice.
Yeah.
Nice of her. Yeah, she
Yeah,
did
I was
all that
really,
for me.
really. I was really impressed.
My
I
youngest
needed a
sister.
knife to get through.
My youngest sister, which you guys have not met here yet, is Crystal. And I believe she printed those cups out herself, made those cups
Mm.
herself.
Oh, she did.
And then Amy shipped them out for me. Just so
Mhm.
nice, so nice. So that's why you guys got. So
Well,
But
we
yeah.
appreciate it.
people could buy merch now, and thanks Gary for helping me set that up on my channel. And people have been buying stuff. They've been buying these pullovers, and I noticed a pillow went missing, but I didn't know who bought it. That was Amy.
Ah, mhm.
That must be it. And then
Yeah.
I think my sister bought a pullover as well. And she's going to showcase it on one of my videos. That'd be kind of cool. She's going to wear it,
Oh.
show it off and everything. And it's going to be pretty cool.
I should crawl. I should crawl back in there and get me some stuff at cost. Just crawl.
You
Just
should.
crawl in there. And
Oh, you have to show me how to do
Fine.
that
my
I could-
finder's fee. Yeah. You
Sure.
can go in there and do that.
for sure. And then show me how to do that as well. And then I can buy some of my own merch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then I could maybe get some to Watchdog. What size of a shirt do you take there, Watchdog?
Oh,
They're coming
I
from
get.
China.
I got this. I got this from Chattanooga Tent and Awning. They.
How about a
Yeah.
hat? How about a hat, John? Would that be better?
that would be good.
Oh, that's
Black Swan hat.
That's like the conversation I had with Greg over here. He's like, "I'll get you a shirt," and I'm like, "I don't know if you got my tent size. Just give me a
Oh
hat."
no! Oh
And then my
no.
wife's like, "Well, I'll wear it." I said, "Well, get the shirt, forget the hat. Just get the shirt." So she sent the hat and the shirt. So my wife sports the shirt, and then because they couldn't get it in my tent size. So
Oh my
anyway.
goodness, that's funny.
Yo, what up?
There we
All
go.
right,
I like
guys.
it.
I'm gonna have
Okay.
to go lay down. I do have an appointment at 8:00, and
Okay.
I got a wiki at 6:30, and it's already almost 1:00 here. 15 minutes to 1.
Oh wow, wow! Thank you, John.
Yeah,
I appreciate you
so-
being on here.
Yeah,
Thank
but
you. God bless
I
you.
saved the link, and I don't know where I put the other one. You have your own file in my Google emails, and
Yeah.
I couldn't find the link. So
I don't know if I sent it because I thought you were
Yeah.
going to bed late.
yes,
I didn't want to offend you.
no, you did not. No, you don't. No, I don't get offended.
Okay, cool.
I
I
replied
do
to
sometimes.
people.
I
Yeah.
do.
Watchdog, if it was me, I'd say, "Hey, I've been forgot by better. Hey, you ain't hurting my feelings none."
Awesome. Yeah, thank you, John. Appreciate
Yes.
you.
Thank you, sir.
Awesome.
Appreciate you.
Bye bye.
Have a
Have a
good
good
night.
night.
All right. Au
Well, now
revoir.
that he's gone,
Now that he's
did you-
gone. Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. Let me tell you something. No, I'm kidding. But anyway,
funny.
I'm going to have to go to.
No. Wait. Whoa. Slow down here, cowboy.
whatever.
There is no
Hey,
going. This is overtime. You
Hey.
have to stay up for an extra 2 more hours.
Oh,
I'm kidding. I get it. If you have to go,
my hair's all messed up. See?
my plan was to just go for an hour. So basically, in the next 5, 10, 15 minutes, I'm wrapping it up with a nice what?
nice
What am I
little
wrapping?
bow. Nice
That's
little
right.
bow.
That's right. So why don't you give us a final thought then? Final thought. What do you think? Because you're on uptime. I assume you had a good time.
Yes, it was
Uptime.
nice. It was nice. I just, got thrown in the hot seat. But
Oh, yeah.
anyway,
Yeah,
but
it's cool.
that's
So give
something
us
that I'm
something.
not that's something I'm not comfortable with yet, is to do a live program by myself. Now I do pre-recorded stuff and then post them as premieres, and that's about as live as I get,
Me
except for
neither.
being on with you, being on with different ones. It's fine, but being in the hot seat, you scared your sister and I 2 weeks ago when you just disappear, for some thing you have to
Yep.
go to, family, uh, getting a vacation before the rapture. Go right ahead. But
Okay, look at this. Here's the question of the day. Okay, please make me or someone a mod. Oh, for sure. I thought you're going to say, please make me or someone mad. And I'm like, how am I going to make you mad at me? I guess I could do it.
what's
I was
that?
just
Make
about
a
to make,
mod.
I was about to make Pambolina mad at me, a moderator.
Oh, a moderator. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. I could do that.
Uh,
Email me because I do need a moderator. Seriously.
yeah.
Let's see here.
Kind of
What's a
help
good
keep the
email?
riffraff at bay.
That's right. Right here. Anybody that wants to help me, Pabolina, I would greatly appreciate it. And we can chat about it and figure out how that works. You know how to make people a moderator, right? On your channel, Gary?
Mm-hmm.
On
When
yours?
you, well,
It's in the settings, right?
well, if you go on to your stuff now, like with your phone, you can select their comment and say, make them moderator. It's that simple.
Oh.
Yeah. On the
On
comments on the YouTube.
Oh, so I should be doing it on YouTube, not in live stream, StreamYard. That
Well,
makes
on
more sense.
StreamYard, it's a little bit different animal, but yeah, on the
Okay, that is
on
the
YouTube.
problem because I tried to do it before and it didn't work, but I wasn't doing it on YouTube. So thank you for
'Cause I
that. I'll
made
do
my
it.
wife, moderator on ours, because we moderate our own actually if we do a premiere, because we don't have to be there on camera live, so we can be our
Okay,
own
so
moderator.
add as moderator. What did I do? Managing moderator or standard?
I don't know, standard.
Okay, managing one is can manage block words and change chat modes in live, and also has the ability of standard. So that's advanced. And then standard is can view, remove chat message, and hide or put users in the timeout. I think that's the good one, right?
Yeah,
Standard.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Boom. You are now a moderator,
Mhm.
Pambolina. I now
Yeah.
christen you moderator, if that's possible. Anyone else? All right. Anyone else want to be a moderator?
It's as simple as that. We're having a family meeting. Anybody else want?
That's awesome. Okay. I appreciate it. So does that mean every time Pambolina shows up on here that she could be a moderator, or do I have to do this every single time?
No, she's done until you don't
She's a
like her
lifer.
anymore. Yeah,
She's a
you don't
lifer.
like her, you can take her out. If you love what she does, hey, she stays on. Yeah.
Or she could probably ban me from saying
No,
something.
she's
All of
not
a
upper
sudden I'm
middle.
removed and just Gary's on.
She's not upper echelon.
That'd be horrible. All right. So welcome to Team Black Swan, Pambolina. You guys just witnessed this firsthand. So feel free to start blocking people and ejecting them, I guess. I don't know, just for fun. No, I'm kidding. Don't do that yet.
You can blame it on her.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know what happened. All of you guys got blocked. It's weird. I don't know what happened. What do? I think you can look at the comments. I think you can even comment like normal, but I think what you could do is you could stop people from a person from commenting. I think you have the ability to block them or remove them. Like
you should be able to just put, if you're on a phone, you should put your finger over a comment and it should give you options. Is what it does.
Okay.
But,
so if you're on a phone, yeah, no, that's cool.
Or if you're on a computer, mouse click will take you there. But anyway,
yep.
No,
we can figure it out too.
Hey, was it?
That's awesome.
Yesterday, we come in from the grocery store, turn on the TV, and I see some footage of the shooting from a person's, body camera, and this ridiculous voice narrating for a good while.
Oh, yes. Did you get a kick out of that
I'm
or
like,
what?
what is this? Because my wife watches like people falling, people tripping and
Yep.
falling, little,
That was me.
fails. And I thought it was a fail video. And I'm like, wait a minute. That's that milk and cookies voice,
Yep,
little kid voice.
That's right.
And so we had a pretty good laugh and we watched it for a good while. That was pretty wild.
Yeah. I think my mother actually almost had to go to the hospital because she was laughing so hard her ribs hurt. And I was just commenting on there's one guy that was just, I don't know, like, I don't want to say the word useless to police, but you can insert that word if you like it. I'm not going to do it, but you can. He was just going back and forth like a Keystone Caper. And then I was just saying, okay, let me just get some water. Okay, I'm really thirsty here. And he just kept drinking like this. And I was just like, oh, okay. Now look at the American flag. Oh, that's so nice. Oh, precious. Precious. I'm going to get parched now.
Oh, my.
Who did you block? What happened? People are being blocked now? What's going on? Oh my God. Okay, I fought for almost 30 years. Check my claim. Oh, yeah. These exact words left me at the swamp full of body parts. Yeah, so that would be almost an example. Come and see if you discredit. That would be an example that you could just try just to see if it works, if you could block Omegaddon, just to see. Just test it out, and then maybe we could let him back on in a week or something, give him a little timeout or something, because I don't know what he's saying here, but I don't know. But once in a while you get people on that they'll just say random stuff, call your name.
Word or two.
Yeah.
Keeping a sentence going. I'm like, well,
Yeah.
Anyway. But,
exactly. Cool. Blocked on a previous live stream. Okay. Block away, I guess. I have no problem. If he's been blocked enough time, then if he's talking about weird stuff, then yeah, feel free. Because I don't get a chance to read all the comments. Like I try hard, like in my emails are just going like this. And especially on Sunday night, within 24 hours, there was like 14,000 views or something. And the comments are just, I'm like, how am I going to read all these comments? Like I want to read them, but it's hard. So I'm thumbs up, heart, thumbs up, heart, thumbs up, thumb, heart. Crazy, right?
Yeah. Well, I think I'm going to go,
right.
But I appreciate you. And
yeah, no problem.
Live long and prosper until the rapture.
I will. Hopefully I don't get banned for this, but hey, how do you do that thing where you go like this and balloons show up?
No, it's a thumb up on your side. Thumb up? Yeah, are you on a Mac?
No. Oh,
yeah,
that's why I'm not on the Mac.
Yeah, you got to be on a Mac and do the sign language and all that good stuff. See?
Okay.
But mine, I turned it off because it was annoying. And then Watch Woman 65, she talks with her hands, and she made some symbols, and all of a sudden, where'd the balloons come from? It was really funny because she just kind of come out of character for a second, and then I texted her or messaged her. It says, "Hey, here's the directions. You can turn that off. I bet you're on a Mac because the same thing happened on your show with me."
Yeah, and then Amy.
Yeah, she said on the next show, well, that was balloons. That was a thing from a Mac. I had a computer nerd tell me, how to turn it off. And my wife's like, I was like, hey, computer nerd ain't too bad, I don't think. But anyway.
Yep. That's funny.
Anyway. I've been called worse, but better. Okay.
Yep. That's funny. Well, thank you, brother. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm going to wrap this up and I'll probably spend another 10 minutes or so. So if you feel like you got to go,
you're like an old preacher. In closing,
this is my first point.
Like, how many doors has this sermon got?
That's right. We're going all night.
Okay.
No,
enjoy tonight's Black Swan Marathon.
That's right. Exactly.
God bless you.
All
We'll
right,
talk
brother.
soon. Bye bye.
Yes, thank you. Have a good night.